This is ABC 7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us. Day one of the Republican National Convention is now in the books, and it was an eventful one. From anti-Trump delegates making a last-ditch effort to put up a roadblock to his nomination, to Donald Trump himself introducing his wife, Melania, who gave the headlining speech of the night. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is kicking off our live team coverage from Cleveland tonight. Marcy.
Good evening, and you can probably hear it still going on behind me here. Now tonight there was a mix of speakers, including 6 reality TV stars. They made no mention of the controversy here earlier. They instead focused, of course, on praising Donald Trump and bashing his presumptive presidential opponent. Oh, say does that the night's theme, Make America Safe Again.
USA, USA, USA.
But as much as the message on the first night of the Republican National Convention was about national security and recent violence,
I would like to make something very clear. Blue lives matter in America.
The focus also stayed sharply on Hillary Clinton.
A woman who somehow feels that she's entitled to the presidency.
And the 2012 attack on a U.S. compound in Benghazi.
Hillary failed to protect her people on the ground.
Clinton speaking earlier at a campaign event in Cincinnati.
I am so thrilled to be here.
While here in Cleveland, Donald Trump took to the convention stage.
My wife, an amazing mother, an incredible woman, Melania Trump.
Introducing the night's headliner, his wife Melania.
He's tough when he has to be, but he's also kind and fair and caring.
Attempting to show a softer side of the presumptive GOP nominee and unify the party after drama earlier on the floor.
Roll call vote! Roll call vote!
Anti-Trump delegates trying and failing to take steps to block Trump's nomination.
If what they want is unity, treat us respectfully.
But the Never Trump movement could protest again tomorrow on the floor, but with no chance of success as delegates cast their votes to officially name Trump as the party's nominee. Live in Cleveland, Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News. Now back to you.
Thank you, Marcy, and we will head back out live to Cleveland and check in with ABC 7's Alan Cohn in just a minute. But first, back here on the Suncoast, several car burglaries in Sarasota over the weekend have authorities reminding residents to lock up. ABC 7's Rick Adams is joining us now with more. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, there's been a rash of car burglaries lately. It's happening all over the place, including at Benderson Park. As folks take a nice stroll through the park, the last thing they should have to worry about is having stuff stolen from their car. On Sunday night, at least 2 cars had windows smashed in and items taken from those cars that were in the parking lot at Benderson Park. Sarasota resident Brianna Cho and her fiancé enjoy riding their bikes in Benderson Park. They were shocked to hear about what had happened.
In a public place like this where it's wide open, you just think people wouldn't have the gumption to do such a thing.
Benderson Park wasn't the only place that was hit over the weekend. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says there were several car burglaries near homes around Fruitville Road and Cattleman Road. Deputies arrested this 20-year-old who was accused of breaking into at least one of the cars.
We do have a large number of these. Some are related, some are not, but it's an ongoing problem that we deal with most every day.
So you want to make sure your doors are locked and you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing to avoid becoming a victim of a car burglary. Authorities say thieves can strike anywhere at any time. Many car burglaries over recent months prompted the Sarasota Police Department to put up signs like these. In addition to locking your car, deputies say it's just as important to not leave anything of value in your car, such as your wallet, cell phone, or laptop. And make sure it's never, ever visible. Letitia is a Sarasota resident who says her car was broken into years ago when she was living in Atlanta. She tells us she learned a very valuable lesson from that experience.
I usually don't even carry my wallet and leave it in the car anymore.
And the total amount of what's been stolen has yet to be disclosed, but we're being told it runs in the thousands. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. A great reminder to always lock your car doors. And now we turn our attention back to Cleveland, where day one of the Republican National Convention is in the books. Our special live coverage continues tonight with ABC 7's Alan Cohn and Ray Collins.
Haley, and indeed a very eventful day here in Cleveland. A lot of things going on, including a mini revolt against the candidate and also a brief appearance by Donald Trump, which, Alan, is highly unusual this early in the week.
Very unusual. It's very rare for a candidate to appear at his convention the first night of the convention. But imagine for just a moment that you did what no one said could be done. You ran Donald Trump's campaign. You vanquished 17 other candidates to help your candidate win the nomination. You defied all the critics, and then you got fired. We spoke to Corey Lewandowski just moments before Donald Trump took to the stage here at the Quicken Loans Center.
You put your blood, sweat, and tears into this campaign. You are here on the floor, not as campaign manager, though.
It's humbling to be part of something that is much bigger than any one person. And as I look around, I'm so excited because the American people have coalesced behind Donald Trump, and they're ready for fundamental change in Washington, D.C.
It was just moments later Donald Trump took to the floor of this convention. Corey Lewandowski is here because he is the head of the New Hampshire Republican delegation to this convention. So one way or the other, he wound up here, just not in the role that he envisioned at the start.
Exactly. He was very kind to speak to us just minutes ago on the floor of the convention. We also had a chance to talk to the chairman of the Manatee County Republican Party. We asked Kathy King what she wants to see out of Donald Trump.
I want Mr. Trump to accomplish letting the American people and American voters know who he is and what he can do for this country, including all Floridians and the west coast of Florida.
All right, things are winding down tonight after a very long day here in Cleveland. Among the speakers tomorrow, we'll have Chris Christie, New Jersey governor, as well as the House Speaker and the Majority Leader.
And what other surprises are out there?
Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. So for Alan Cohn, I'm Ray Collins. Haley, back to you in Sarasota.
Ray and Alan, thank you. And a reminder that in addition to our special live coverage of the RNC throughout the week, ABC 7 will also be in Philadelphia next week for the Democratic National Convention. I will be joined by Adam Cellini and Alan Cohn covering the latest developments there. And just ahead of the DNC, presumptive Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton will be in the key swing state of Florida. Clinton will visit Orlando, and then she will be just up the road from the Suncoast holding a rally at the Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa. That will be all on Friday. Then she will attend a rally in South Florida on Saturday. And now we'll switch gears from politics to weather and head over to Bob.
Well, everyone can agree in the fact that tonight was really quite nice out there along the Suncoast. That's a result of an easterly component and brought some drier air in throughout the afternoon. A few showers today, not a lot of activity as a result of some drier air in place. And for the most part, just one or two lone showers along the East Coast at this hour, just to the south of West Palm Beach. Currently at the airport, we have clear skies, fair skies, temperature at 80 degrees, and the dew point is at 70 right now, which is a little bit lower than normal. And winds are out of the east-northeast at 6, and the pressure way up there, 30-17, and it continues to rise at this hour. We are looking at this easterly wind flow staying around tomorrow, so similar conditions, maybe a little bit more rainfall. We'll have the details on that and the rest of the week's forecast coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Baton Rouge continues grieving tonight after a former Marine opened fire this weekend, killing 3 police officers. New images from security cameras show the moments that the lone gunman ambushed and killed these officers. Investigators say there is no question Gavin Long knew who he was targeting. The fallen officers, Montrell Jackson, Matthew Gerald, and Brad Garofalo, are all being remembered for their service and dedication. At a press conference, the governor of Louisiana read a portion of a Facebook post Jackson made just 10 days earlier.
These are trying times. Please don't let hate infect your heart. This city must and will get better.
The shootout comes nearly 2 weeks after the police shooting deaths of Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge and Philando Castile in Minnesota, and just more than a week after the ambush on police officers in Dallas. And in the wake of that attack, law enforcement agencies are warning their officers to be aware of potential threats. Bradenton Police Chief Melanie Bevins says she doesn't think it's necessary to have two officers ride together in a car, but she is warning her officers to trust their instincts, wait for backup, and stay extra vigilant.
Policing has always been dangerous, but to know that officers are being ambushed in mass numbers, and all they're doing is trying to show up and do their job, it's scary.
The Manatee County Sheriff's Office says today it is not changing any aspect of protocol, but is warning officers to be prepared. Baltimore Police Lieutenant Brian Rice is the latest and most high-ranking officer to be acquitted in the death of Freddie Gray. Rice was acquitted of all charges today. Freddie Gray died in April of 2015, a week after he suffered a spinal cord injury while in police custody. Officer Garrett Miller is scheduled to go to trial next. All of the 6 charged officers have pleaded not guilty. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, Senator Marco Rubio comes to Southwest Florida for a meeting on the destructive toxic algae issues. And Sarasota City Commissioners give the go-ahead to a study that could help traffic flow better on the Suncoast.
Local coverage of the Republican National Convention on ABC 7 News is brought to you by Stolarski Orthopedic and Age Vital Compounding Pharmacy.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits in the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? ABC 7 has the information you need. Access our special Surviving a Hurricane now. Learn how to prepare a readiness plan and survival kit. Know your evacuation route. Be prepared, Suncoast, when severe weather threatens. Access our special on our ABC 7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Well, Bob, busy night news-wise.
Yes.
Not so bad weather-wise.
Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, I was looking at the Cleveland weather forecast and actually going to get cool tonight. 61 for a low. Yeah, that's nice. So they should have a pretty good night. And it looks like it's really not going to get hot there until after it's over.
Oh,
so,
perfect.
Yeah, Thursday it's over. Then I think the high on Friday is 95 degrees there. Yeah, so things will heat up later on. For us, a different story. Beautiful weather today. We've had a few brief showers around. Most of it was out into the Gulf of Mexico. This is a review of Casey Key webcam, and you'll notice right at the last frame, right around 9:10, you can see a storm off in the distance, and what may have caught right there is some lightning that was occurring with one of the cells there as it made its way into the Gulf of Mexico. And what a great shot this is from Fred Seeger on Siesta Key. Crepuscular rays right there, a beautiful shot, some clouds around, actually remnant clouds from some showers that were around earlier out in the Gulf of Mexico. Making for that gorgeous sunset. And the Titan radar picture continues to show all the shower activity around here, winding down, heading off into the Gulf of Mexico. There's a few showers along the East Coast, but we are not anticipating anything overnight. Fair skies and pretty nice weather, really. Lower dew point temperatures always make for a more comfortable evening. On top of that, the air conditioner will not be running as much when you get lower humidity around. That's what we're going to see. Rainfall amounts were impressive in some areas near Bayshore Gardens. Right there, one little spot of showers kind of blew up this afternoon and then quickly moved off to the west, but brought about an inch of rain right there to near Longboat Key. And also over a half inch of rain near Northport. Talked to a gentleman down there in Northport. He's had 5 inches of rainfall over the past couple of days there, and they got hit again today. As far as our current conditions go, we have fair skies, a temperature at 80 degrees, and heat index not really a factor with that nice dew point. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 6 miles an hour. Those winds will stay brisk out of the east tomorrow, anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour. And that means that sea breeze, it normally develops a lot of thunderstorm activity, will not penetrate too far inland tomorrow. 80 and 96, I should say, the high today. 1 degree shy of the record set back in 1989 when it got up to 97. No rainfall officially at the airport, but as I mentioned, a shower there nearby did bring quite a bit of rain. 78 in Jacksonville. It's 80 in Orlando now, 84 degrees in Miami, and 82 degrees in Key West. Temperatures around the area all pretty much in the low to mid 80s. We're looking for low temperatures to drop down in the mid 70s like they're seeing right now in Punta Gorda. Most areas should be in the mid to upper 70s for lows. I mentioned those future winds. They're going to be into the weak side to moderate side by the afternoon out of the east and northeast. And whenever the winds are this strong, it's hard for that sea breeze to get going and move inland. So we'll see showers scattered about throughout the late afternoon, then continue to move off into the Gulf of Mexico rather quickly, and they won't be sticking around all that long. But I think by Wednesday, we'll start to change that pattern a little bit, and those east winds will lessen somewhat, so we'll see a little bit more activity around. As far as the water vapor content is concerned, some dry air well east of the state should not have a big influence on our weather down the road. In fact, projections are that we'll start to moisten up a bit beginning tomorrow in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. Well, this is the RPM forecast model projecting some showers tomorrow coming at 2:30 or so, and then most of it winding down before 9 o'clock, and then tomorrow night, same story, with showers developing Wednesday afternoon and continuing to push off toward the west. We'll see some of that activity a little stronger, I think, on Wednesday with the potential for some severe weather moving on through. Well, in the tropics, all is quiet right now. Things looking good on that front as an upper level low continues to spin down to our south. For boaters, shapes up like this. Winds will be out of the northeast, a little bit of a west breeze in the afternoon right near the coast. The sea's running 1 to 2 feet and a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now 88 degrees. Beaches, you'll see a high right around 90. The next low tide at 6:20 and sunrise will be at 6:47. Tonight, comfortable, mostly fair, mild, 76 for your low. And then for tomorrow, look for gorgeous weather. Again, some heavy rain possible with some isolated storms. Not a lot. 95, a little bit warmer with that east wind. 95 degrees, close to a record. And then we'll see back to showers and thunderstorms, some strong, beginning Wednesday and continuing through the weekend. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. German police shoot and kill an axe-wielding man they say attacked several people on a train. 4 people were injured, 3 with serious injuries. Others had to be treated for shock. The suspect jumped out of the train when it made an emergency stop, but police were able to track him down. Officials say the suspect is a 17-year-old from Afghanistan who lived in Germany. Investigators are looking into his motive. A Vietnam War veteran credited with saving 40 soldiers and 4 of his crew members received the Medal of Honor today. President Obama awarding retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Charles Kettles at the White House. The president called Kettles' story a wonderful inspiration.
Our men were outnumbered. They needed support fast, helicopters to get the wounded out and bring more soldiers into the fight. Chuck Kettles was a helo pilot, and just as he'd volunteered for active duty, on this morning he volunteered his Hueys, even though he knew the danger.
Lieutenant Colonel Kettles was 37 at the time of the encounter. He is now 86, and upon his return to the U.S., developed an aviation management program at Eastern Michigan University. Congratulations. Senator Marco Rubio was in Florida today meeting with officials to address issues related to water releases from Lake Okeechobee. Toxic algae led Governor Scott to issue a state of emergency in Martin, St. Lucie, Lee, and Palm Beach counties earlier this month. Rubio today addressed concerns Southwest Florida leaders have about the impact on the environment and tourism. The senator stressed the importance of the Water Resource Development Act of 2016, which includes language to move forward with the Central Everglades Planning Project that aims to move water south through public land.
Would not be the final step, but it would be the single biggest step taken on this issue in almost 2 decades. We are closer than we've ever been to getting it done.
Rubio says the focus is getting the bill passed in September, though some feel the legislation wouldn't go far enough to help. Here on the Suncoast, Sarasota City Commissioners are moving ahead with a major traffic study. The commission unanimously approved its part of the FDOT project today. Sarasota County gave its approval for the nearly $2 million comprehensive study last week. The study will review the timing of all of the traffic lights in the county to help cars move through the intersections more efficiently. Manatee County recently approved a similar project with FDOT and has completed its traffic timing. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
This is what we have on the off chance you're not playing Pokemon Go right now. Okay? Now we have nothing. Now we have no money, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Matt Damon showed up.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
The remedy that may be able to shorten common colds by 3 days in Health Smart.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Tomorrow on ABC 7 News at 7.
We're all getting together now to figure out the next step, but I can assure you that this is far from over. I mean, every day when they keep trying to put the delegates down, the delegates keep fighting back.
Chaos in Cleveland. Anti-Trump Republicans try to change the rules, but in the end get overruled. I'm Haley Wilgus, live coverage from the Republican National Convention all week.
Tomorrow on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second Spin Mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Looks like we're getting another new neighbor.
Now you could be the millionaire next door. Play Monopoly Florida Edition scratch-off games with a top prize of $5 million. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Now, sports.
The Rays are out west tonight to begin their 9-game road trip, and for the first time in what feels like forever, they will be looking to win a second straight game. Tonight's matchup with the Rockies didn't begin until around 9:15 our time because of a rain delay. Right now it's in the 7th inning. The Rockies have a 5-2 lead. Drew Smyly gave up those 5 runs. Evan Longoria and Tim Beckham have the RBIs for the Rays. The Rays may not be winning a lot of games right now, but they continue getting players back from injury. The Tampa Bay Times is reporting that Steve Pearce returns to the big league squad tomorrow. He's been out for nearly a month with a strained hamstring. The 33-year-old Lakeland native was arguably the team's most consistent hitter before getting injured, batting .322 with 9 home runs. A very cool honor today for 23-year-old Bolts defenseman Nikita Nesterov. Russia has added him to its roster for the World Cup of Hockey. He's joining a number of Lightning players who will be competing in the 8-nation tournament in September. That includes Nikita Kucherov, Andrei Vasilevsky, and Vladislav Namestnikov. They're all on Team Russia. Congrats to them. We'll have a look at sports. That's a look at sports. We'll have a look at tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Civic for $174 and no down payment, just $174. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC 7.
Hi friends, I'm Linda Carson from ABC 7 and the Suncoast View. Bring your blankets and your dance moves and join me July 29th at the Van Wezel for Friday Fest on the Bay. Reggae band Ja Mufa will be grooving on stage playing feel-good music guaranteed to make you dance. We'll be outside the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall with food, friends, and fun until the sun goes down. For more information, call this number or visit vanwezel.org and the Suncoast scene page at mysuncoast.com.
Dog days of summer got you down? Beat the heat with huge summer savings during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll feel cooler than ever when you drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999, or take home a stylish new Jeep Renegade for just $18,599. How about a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999? Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
Come uncork your inner artist at Painting with a Twist. Bring your favorite bottle of wine and appetizers and enjoy an evening out with friends to celebrate any special occasion. It's perfect for a girls' night out, birthday parties, or a fun date night. Painting with a Twist offers 2 or 3 hour classes that are instructed by local artists, and there is no experience required. We now have 2 convenient locations in Sarasota and Bradenton. Visit our website to view our calendar and schedule your next party today.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Accord for $189 and no down payment. Just $189 or 0.9% APR. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Everyone is getting in on the Pokemon Go action. Robinson Preserve in Manatee County is hosting its first ever Poke Walk this Friday. More than 100 people are expected. County officials want to use the phone app's popularity and the preserve's popularity as an apparent Pokemon hotspot to show users how to play there responsibly, while also giving a lesson on conservation and wildlife. The Poke Walk is set for 6:30 p.m.
That's a great place to do it, too. I mean,
Yeah,
I did it for
you
the
love
first time.
Robinson
I did it for the first time Saturday.
You did?
She was talking about it, so we downloaded it. And just the terms and conditions must have been like 18 pages.
Just to make sure that Emma was safe.
Yeah,
it is a little scary, though.
Yeah,
Be safe out there.
That's right.
Have a great evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow.